So in our lesson today, we are still going to talk about wind. Now in this case, we are going to talk about changes in the wind caused by the seasons. What are the changes we experience in the wind at different seasons? Now let's look at this chart. You can see our key. We have the dark red here showing hottest parts, red, very hot, light red, hot, yellow, warm, light blue, cold, dark blue, very cold, and this one we see here, melting icebergs, and this means it's frozen seas. Okay, so let's look at our chart. Here we have our perpendicular rays. So here we have the perpendicular rays of the sun right here at the Tropic of Cancer. In the northern hemisphere, this is summer. This is when we have a summer in the northern hemisphere. Now let's see if we can find some of the hottest places on the earth at this season. Look at Africa here, one of the hottest places at this time of the year. You can see here, very hot it shows. And here, now here around China, you can see very hot places, and here. But now let's see, look at this part here, around here. Even though the perpendicular rays are here at the Tropic of Cancer and it's not far from here, they only have warm weather here. It's not as hot as one would expect. I wonder why that is. And look at here, right here, this area of the earth. The perpendicular rays are right here at the Tropic of Cancer, yet it's only just warm here. I wonder why we have that. And look at here, it's actually cold, even though the perpendicular rays are right here, quite close, the Tropic of Cancer, to this area. But it's cold. I wonder why that is. Now let's look at another chart. In this chart, the perpendicular rays of the sun are right here at the Tropic of Capricorn. Now it is winter in the northern hemisphere, while it's summer in the southern hemisphere. Now let's see if we can find some of the hottest places on the earth around here. You can see here Australia, it's quite hot, because that is understandable because the perpendicular rays are right here at the Tropic of Capricorn. And here the island of Madagascar, here is hot. But now look here, right here, it's just warm, I wonder why that is. Even though the perpendicular rays are right here at the Tropic of Capricorn, you can just see just warm here on the island of Madagascar. And look at here, the western part of South America. Here is actually cold, even though the perpendicular rays are right here on the Tropic of Capricorn. It's cold here and just warm. I wonder why that is. And look at here in Africa, western part of Africa. Look at it. The perpendicular rays are just here, and yet it's just warm here, and here too, just warm. I wonder why. We can also see the coolest part of the earth here, the coolest parts of the earth. You can see here. Now what do you discover on this chart? We see here that we have more land here in the northern hemisphere than we have in the southern hemisphere. So we see that we have the coldest part of the earth here because there is more land here, and of course we know that land gets colder faster than water. So we see here how cold, you see the coldest parts of the earth we can see here, where we have lots of land. Now let's look at here, when it's summer here, look at how their winter is in the southern hemisphere. It's not as cold as you see here, because most of the southern hemisphere is actually water. And look at the winter here. When it's winter in the northern hemisphere, you can see how blue it is. This is all because of the fact that land gets colder faster than water. So it's your turn now to check books, do your own research, and get more information on this presentation. Check for cooler places in the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere at different seasons.